Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my latest Stitch With Me video. My name's Emily and I'm the Simple Stitcher. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be working on my maple tree leaf, this one. I just found this in a whole pile of stitching stuff that I had left at my mum's today and decided to come home and restart it. I previously started it but was stitching it 2/1, which was just too tight, too small, and so I got sick of it really fast and didn't finish stitching it. So I'd only done about half a dozen stitches in the center, so I've decided to restart it. I wasn't going to have any more starts, but well, I decided to have another start because I was excited to find this and wanted to restart it. So I am going to add another one to my whip list. Why is there fluff coming through? Oh, it's a bit of the fluff I did previously. So I'll just start this. And I'm using my new pair of embroidery scissors that I also found, which is pretty exciting. Because I needed a set in my, like my little kit that I take when I stitch downstairs and that, and then I needed one up here, so yeah, so that's good. So I was pretty happy about that find. Now let me just count what I've got to stitch. Get myself started. So today is 29th of April. We just got back from a wedding in the Yarra Valley. We spent the weekend down there. We went down Friday and Friday night, so I worked. I haven't been home since like Wednesday of last week. I went down so Wednesday of last week was the 25th of April and it was our Anzac Day public holiday, but I had uni that night because my uni doesn't take, you don't get days off on public holidays, basically. Uni days are uni days. So I went down to Melbourne for uni on Wednesday night, and then I went back and stayed at my mum's on Wednesday night. Went to work Thursday. I was working at one of our other offices. And so I did that Thursday, went home Thursday night, had a quiet night at my mum's, which was nice. My mum was getting her hair done, so I had the house to myself because I wasn't travelling home from work. I was home from work by like, I don't know, I left work at like 5:10 and I was home by like, I don't know, 5:45 or something, like really early. Normally I wouldn't get home from work till about 7:30, so I had heaps of extra time. Mum had already cooked dinner, so I had leftover mushroom risotto and a glass of wine, and I just sat on the couch and quietly watched some FlossTube and then watched TV and did some stitching. So it was really lovely and relaxing. And then Friday I went to work. Mum and I had breakfast on Friday morning at a place called Dock in Carlton, which does, you know, really great Italian, like coffee and Italian food and that sort of thing. So we did that, and then Friday night Craig, or Friday afternoon, Craig brought the dogs down and the cats, and he got down. Mum picked me up from the train station after work, and he got down about the same time. So it was about 6 o'clock, about 6:15. And so we basically just unloaded the animals, settled them in, make sure the dogs, set up the dogs kennel outside, and then loaded all of the stuff into my car. And then we went down to the cottage we were staying at. We were a little bit worried before we left because Craig had tried to contact the lady whose cottage it was and confirm, you know, that, just let her know that we were going to be late. We weren't going to be there till about 9 o'clock, and she wasn't answering her phone. So that was slightly concerning. I tried to call and it just kept going through to message bank, but eventually Craig sent her a text message, and then she responded and said, "Oh, the key's in the door, rah, rah, rah." So that was lucky, because I thought we were going to get down to the Yarra Valley at you know, 8:30 at night and not have anywhere to stay. So we got down there, and you'd see, you might have seen I've put a couple of pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and then I uploaded a little video of our cottage onto my Facebook page, The Simple Stitcher, with a little tour of the little cottage we stayed at. Craig makes an appearance in the video. And so that was really nice. The cottage was lovely. It was old inside, but it was very clean. So it was nice and clean. So we were very comfortable. We were warm. It had there was 2 bedrooms, bathroom, toilet, had a laundry, a kitchen where we could have cooked if we wanted to. There was a washing machine if we'd wanted to been there long enough and wanted to wash clothes, and then a little lounge area with foxtel and music, CD player, and then a little outdoor area with a barbecue, and like basically it was just like a mini house. So you could like stay there and be like completely self-sufficient if you wanted, or you could go out and buy your food. And the people that rented out the house or the cottage was on their property, so they had a big property out at Yarra Valley, and they just rented out this little cottage that they'd built, and they like put food, like there was food, there was orange juice, bread, all like little packets of cereal for breakfast, milk. We had Magnum ice creams in the freezer. There was a Kit Kat, which we didn't eat, I don't think. And it was just really like great, like heaps of snacks, little biscuits and all sorts of things. Coffee, like coffee bags. We went out and bought coffee. We don't do the coffee bags, but you know, some people would have liked that. So it was really good. So we enjoyed that. On the Saturday when Craig's parents came down, they called in beforehand and checked it out, and his mum, because they were staying at Yearing Station where the wedding was held, but we decided we weren't going to do that because Yearing Station one night was $450, and we got our cottage for 3 nights, which we didn't stay tonight. We were originally planning on staying tonight and going home tomorrow, but I just don't have time with work, and work's too busy, and I didn't want to take another day of leave. in the end. And so we booked 3 nights. So we checked out, we left at like 1 o'clock today. We booked 3 nights and it was like $420 for, and everyone else had at Earring Station that stayed at there, which was much nicer accommodation, of course, like, you know, beautiful top class accommodation, which there are plenty of times where I really enjoy staying there, but I didn't want to check out the day of the wedding at 10 a.m. So we decided to, and we didn't want to go down the day of the wedding. We were hoping to spend more time there, and I wasn't going to pay $450 for, you know, more than 1 night's accommodation at the moment, because we're on a bit of a budget. So we paid like $420 for our, and we got 3 nights. So we got to leave today when we wanted, instead of having to check out super early. So that was really nice. So Craig's parents came and checked it out. They liked it. Craig's mum wants to go back and stay there again. So she took a card, because they'll probably do that. Maestro's meowing. Maestro, what's the matter? Craig, what's the matter with Maestro? Maestro's just walking around meowing. I can hear him going meow, meow, meow. Anyway, seems to be alright now. So we did that. Hang on. I've just got to count. Give me a second.
Are you just saying what dinner? Can you wait 5 minutes for football and then finish?
Oh, is he hungry? Okay. Maestro's decided it's dinner time. So he was letting everybody know. Hey Zoe, what you doing? Zoe's just popped up. Where was I? Yeah, so they came over, Craig's parents, and then they left, and then we got ready. Lucky I took 2 outfits, because I took a dress, because I didn't know what the weather was going to be like, a dress, and then I took like pants, and a black pants and a black long sleeve top, and then like a navy midnight blue lace type top over the top. And what am I doing here? And I was going to wear the dress, and then when I was doing something, I felt I heard a tear or a rip, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't notice anything. And then when we were about to nearly ready to walk out the door, I was looking in the mirror, and I realized the side of the dress had all just torn. And I was like, oh my God, lucky I realized when I did, instead of when we got to the wedding and the reception. So I'm just trying to count here. So it should be 2, and then 3, and then 3, and then 2. So I had to quickly get changed, so that was a mad rush. But then I was really pleased with my outfit in the end. I'll put a couple of photos maybe at the end of the video, so that you can see if you're interested what I wore. I have already posted a couple of photos on Instagram. I think, yeah, I've already posted a couple of photos on Instagram as well, so you can see them. Zoe, stop barking. Why are you barking? And the wedding was lovely. It was really beautiful. Vanessa's dress was really lovely. It was like a mermaid type style with, but it had a big lace train that came out from under her, around her arms and down the back. It was really, really pretty. And the reception venue, like Yering Station, the food was like beautiful. I had like a fennel and turnip pickle type salad at the start with. I think it had like a raspberry dressing or something on it. It tasted of raspberries. That was really, really delicious with beautiful olive oil, like super, like really nice. And then I had, other people had like Moreton Bay bug for their main, or steak, some sort of lamb or steak or something. And then I had a really beautiful, was polenta with some sort of tomato ragu and mushrooms, and that was amazing. It was so delicious. And then for dessert there was little cakes, and I got some sorbets, some beautiful mango sorbet, strawberry sorbet, and a coconut sorbet. And then the wines were their wines, the winery's wines. So we drank the sparkling. I'm not sure what, I never actually checked what it was. Might have been a sparkling Pinot Noir or something. Then there was Shiraz, Cab Sav. Like basically the winery's wine range was what we had on offer. I drank the sparkling all night, but I tasted the Shiraz, I think, because Craig was drinking that at one point, and it was very drinkable. It was very nice. And the grounds of the winery were just beautiful. And then we got picked up. There was a bus that came around and picked everyone up, because it's not local. It's local, but everything's fairly spread out. So you couldn't like walk easily. We would have had to have got a cab or an Uber. And there were lots of people like that. So they just got 2 little mini buses that went around and picked everybody up. And so we got a little mini bus there, which we were out the front of our accommodation at 3 o'clock waiting. And then it picked us up, and then at 11 o'clock it took everyone home, so it dropped us back at our rooms. And I was really tired. By 11 o'clock I was ready to go home and go to bed. Some people went back to, or quite a number of people went back to the bride and groom's house that they'd rented to keep partying, but I'd had a big week of work, and I was just tired. I was ready to go to bed, and Craig had had enough to drink by that stage anyway. He didn't need any more to drink. So we just went home, went to bed. But it was really good when we caught up with Craig's family. Some of them are from Queensland, live in Queensland, or have recently moved to Queensland. So we got to see them and chat with them, and they're all really nice people. So it was a lot of fun. And then today we got up about 11:30, got dressed, had showers, got dressed, went into town and grabbed coffee and some lunch. Zoe, stop barking. You don't need to be on guard. Good girl. And then we headed home. Just trying to count the next one. So yeah, then we went back to Mum's and picked up the animals, had a quick chat to my mum. I pilfered went through the cupboard, spotted all my cross-stitching stuff when I was looking in the cupboard. So I grabbed that and grabbed this kit. and then we've just come home and I've done a video. I've done a Stitchy update, and now I'm just doing my little Stitch with me video. And that's it. So we'll have some dinner soon. We haven't eaten yet. It was about 5:30 when I started doing this video, so I guess it's probably about 6 o'clock now, give or take. So when Craig's finished watching the football, we'll do dinner, and then I might try and edit these videos and get ready for work. So I think it's going to be a busy week at work this week. So I'm just getting myself prepped for that. It's a bit full on at the moment. So that's it. And then this week I've got an assignment due this week. No, not due this week. So we're starting to work on a group assignment for the subject that I'm doing. So I've got to do some reading for that, which I'm not going to be doing today or tonight. But I'll have to start working on that as of tomorrow. So that's my week ahead. Study, busy at work, and then next weekend Craig's parents, I think my mum's going to see if Craig's parents want to come down, and we're going to do some more planning for our holiday because we're trying to finalise all of that so we can finalise the dates, because we've put the deposit down on the cruise, the French River cruise that we're doing. So we're doing a Viking French River cruise. That's the wineries and chateaus one. And it starts in Bordeaux and finishes in Bordeaux. And we do all sorts of, like, there's winery tours. I think it goes to Saint-Emilion, goes to Cognac, and then there's truffle hunting and all that. So that's really exciting. So we've put the deposit down on that, and we've booked in that date. But I'm not sure. We've got to work out the rest of it, what we're doing with dates, so that when it's time to book airfares and the airfares come up, we know what dates we're going, because it's still shifting around ever so slightly in terms of what we're doing. So Mum's going to see if Craig's parents want to come down, and then next Saturday we'll have dinner with them and try and bed down a little bit more about the trip and where we want to go, because now we're going to spend a day doing a day tour in Rome, Paris and London, because Craig's parents haven't been to Rome or haven't been anywhere. So we're like, well, if you're going to come and we go all the way to Europe, we should be doing a day tour and just seeing the main sites even in Rome. Paris, we're going to do a day tour, and then possibly I'm looking at one where we get to have dinner in the Eiffel Tower. So that will be nice. So we'll have dinner in the Eiffel Tower restaurant. And then also, the only ones of us that have been to London is Craig. So my mum hasn't been to London, I haven't been to London, and Craig's parents haven't been to London. So I've got to find a day tour to see the main sites in London. And then Craig's dad wants to go to and see, I don't know, there's some town where there was people fought in the war, and his dad grandfather, I think it was gonna got the medal below the Victoria Cross or something. So his dad wants to go and see where that was. So we're gonna so we're gonna go and do that. We just got to work out. We're gonna try and work out if we can go and see the town or the site where his dad won the medal, but he's also got to confirm where it was, because he's not 100% sure if it was this one town or another town in particular. Apparently Greg was saying that he thought his dad's grandpa would have got a Victoria Cross, but there wasn't someone senior. Apparently there has to be someone senior or something enough to witness it. So that's the little bit of heritage that his dad wants to go and see of their family history. Zoe, what are you doing? Don't wipe your belly on the carpet. So we'll do that. So we've got to just hash out those last bits and get timelines. I've got a bit of an idea for Norway for a tour. Starts in Bergen and finishes in Oslo, and we just get the train around from place to place, or the ferry, which is super simple and all we want to do. I don't really want to be driving if I don't have to. And the train systems in Europe are so much better than here in Australia. Like, it's so much easier. So we'll do that. So I've just got to decide on that and get some prices, or talk to the lady a bit more and get some prices for everyone. And find out what sort of accommodation they book in and where it is, because I don't want to book this tour and be stuck out in the middle of, you know, nowhere, where you're not anywhere near the centre of town and it's a pain to get back in. So I'll just have to find out details. So if we're happy with that, and Craig's mum looked at it and liked it, and Craig's pretty much happy, we'll look at that one. So there's just a few things that we've got to sort out for so that'll be nice. So that's Saturday. So by the time we do that, the week's going to be over, and yeah. Oh no, that sounded like a cat being sick. And the sound of a cat spewing is unmistakable, and I'm sure I just heard a cat spewing. Maestro. Craig, I think Maestro's being sick. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to have to go and check out what's happened to this cat and where he's spewed up. So, thank you for taking the time to watch my Stitch With Me update. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my new project starting to take shape a little bit, and enjoyed listening to my stories of the weekend. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.